Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So a couple days ago I went onto my Twitter and I decided to ask you guys if you wanted any advice or wanted any stories from high school or even middle school, any school, college, anything. Although I'm not an expert, I do have a lot of experiences that I could share with you guys. Also, every year that I was in school was very different, very unique, and I had very different experiences with every single year, which I'm sure a lot of people do. I went through very different friends, very different social times, so I thought I could help, except I didn't get that many questions, so I was like, hello, what are you guys doing? I didn't retweet it or anything, so I guess that's my problem. But anyway, I will answer the several that I have. If you want to see what my advice is or what my stories are, then just keep on watching. Okay, the first question is from Kat, and she said, I'm in high school and I have a lot of pressure put on me about what I want to do in my future years by my parents, peers, and relatives. Truth is, I'm really unsure myself. Pressure put on me by my friends and family is only making it harder. When did you fully realize what you want to do as a profession, and how did you deal with the pressure that was headed your way? Well, when you're in high school, even middle school, you get so many questions of what are you gonna do, what are you gonna do? And you have those friends that are just completely sure and they just know, and that will put a lot more pressure on you. When I was in middle school, even high school, I thought for sure I wanted to be a nurse. I even did last year, I thought for sure. And my advice to you, well, I have a couple things to say. My first advice to you is don't just pick something because you're pressured. Which I didn't do, but I just thought, oh my god, I have my heart set on this and I'm gonna 100% do it, and you shouldn't do that. No matter if you think you're so completely passionate about something when you're in high school, that might change when you're growing up, growing older, and figuring out the profession. So don't just stick to one thing. That's what I did. I volunteered at a hospital all of high school. For 5+ years I volunteered at a hospital to get the feel for the hospital, for the nurses, everything like that. And you just need to broaden your horizons. So volunteer where you can volunteer. Even if you think you might not enjoy something, try it. And that's my advice to you, and that's something I deeply regret not doing because I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a slight idea now. I think I figured it out, but for my whole life, basically, I want to be a nurse. And when I started doing it and I started doing classes for it, I kind of realized, oh my god, I don't think this is what I want to do. And then the older you get, the more stuck you are in trying to figure out what it is. So don't feel pressured. You're so young, and I know it feels like you need to get into college and know exactly what you're going to do, but just take time and really, really try to experience different professions. And I truly wish I had done that. Although it's not too late for me, it is a lot easier to do something like that in high school. So anyway, you'll get through it. You'll figure it out. Trust me, you'll figure it out. Just let yourself have those different experiences. Lauren asked, how do you deal with the stress and anxiety of studying grades and assignments? Okay, especially when I was in nursing school, you don't stop. Like, you go to school, I'm sure that's with you guys in high school too. You go to school for 7 hours a day, and then you're studying, you're making flashcards, you're doing homework. You need to have something that you can just use to get away. Whether it's Netflix, hang out with your friends, taking your dog for a walk, going to the gym, something, or else you will get burned out and you will feel more anxious, you'll feel more stressed. You just need something that'll really take your mind off things. And I definitely have made that mistake before where I'm just like go, go, go with school, and you do get burnt out, 100%. It's the same thing with the job. If you don't take time off, you will 100% get burnt out. Nancy asked, how scared would you be if you didn't pass a grade? Do you mean like class or like a whole like school like year? A class, believe it or not, in high school, I definitely didn't have the best grades because I don't do super well unless I'm super passionate about something. So when I was in nursing school, and I know I said before that I wasn't like crazy about it, it was just, there are certain things that I didn't like about it, but I am very passionate about helping people in nursing, so I did love it, and I did get very, very, very good grades. High school, I wasn't passionate about history class, I wasn't passionate about math class, so I just got by. So if I didn't pass, it would be kind of stressful, but I kind of knew it was coming. And I don't think I really even failed any classes, but I definitely didn't do amazing. I definitely was below average. And a lot of my high school classes, and that's okay. So if you feel like you're not doing amazing in high school, you're gonna do really poorly in college, it's probably the opposite, unless you're just lazy. Bridget asked, how easy was it to graduate, and how hard is college on a scale of 1 to 10? Graduating from high school was super annoying because you have to get all your credits in check, and you're not like, you don't get to really pick your classes, so you're not like really all for it. College is very easy because you get to pick your schedule, you get to pick what you do, and usually the classes that you're eventually going to take you're passionate about and you're working towards a goal. In high school it was difficult for me because I wasn't really working towards anything other than graduating. This, I'm working towards a career that I'm going to do for the rest of my life, most likely, so it's a lot easier. Trust me, it's a lot easier. My sisters, when I was still in high school, they're like, Lana, you're gonna do fine in college. It's so much better. They're like, I don't even know how I got through high school. And I was like, I didn't believe them at all. And now that I'm in it, I'm like, oh my God, they were right. Like, it's just so much better. It's such a different environment. It's a lot better. Also, if you hear Penny in the background, I apologize. She's like going nuts right now. She just knocked over a water bowl, was playing with it, and now she's like throwing stuff around in the kitchen, so sorry if you hear her. But anyway, moving on. F asks, when did your grades actually matter in high school? And people are gonna be like, that's a silly question, but no, there's actually a time in high school where your grades really, really matter, and I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly, it's your junior year. You really have to crack down on it. I'd take AP classes then, honors classes, and then your first half of your senior year really matters. Also, the second half you can kinda whatever, but they do check back. So if you get accepted into a college, they're gonna see what your second half of your senior year grades are, so you can't slack that much. But to get accepted, the junior year and first part of senior year are very, very important for your GPA, and that's what they really look at because those are more advanced classes. Araceli asked, how old do you have to be to date in middle school? I guess it's up to you or your parents or whatever. I personally didn't date in middle school. I started dating my 10th grade year in high school, but that's just because no one wanted to date me. But even in middle school, I wouldn't have dated. That's kind of pointless. And people say dating in high school is also pointless, but to be honest with you, I liked dating in high school. I didn't have any serious relationships, really. I think I tried once or twice, but you know, it's high school and high school boys. Other than Albert, but he was my senior year, so that doesn't really count. And that was like the end of it. But I really enjoyed it, and I got a lot of experiences out of it. You meet a lot of different people. You know, you're starting to learn what you like and don't like about people and the guys that you date. So I think it is important to date in high school, because if I hadn't and I just jumped into this relationship with Albert, I don't think it would be the same, to be honest with you, because I feel like I'd be like, oh, well, what am I missing out on? Like, there are other people. To be honest with you, I know what I'm missing out on here, and it's not much, so anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question. If you'd like to see another one of these, just let me know. I thought it'd be a fun little thing to do. And if you have more in-depth questions, nothing is really off limits. So anything, if you have questions about those ages or even like the grades, anything about school or just life in general during those times, you can leave them down below if you'd like me to do a part 2. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!